And again, a couple more. And again, a couple more. This side, please. Okay. We're here. Thank you.
Right here, right down. Repeat that on your side. And to the right.
We work away. We work.
Okay.
Okay, guys. The shirts up here, please. Thank you. John, are the photographers staying now? Photographers are staying. Could I ask you to turn your flashes off your cameras, please? No flashes during the press conference.
Sorry.
That's good.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us here today in Seattle. We're here to unveil our 3 new signings: Matteo Darmian, Morgan Schneiderlin and Bastian Schweinsteiger. We will be taking questions from the floor. If you'd like to put your hand up, we do have a microphone and somebody will pass it to you. If you could just say your name and where you're from. Okay.
Video Connor from Sky Sports. Louis, first of all, how pleased are you with the business that you've been able to do this summer, and what will your 3 new signings bring to the club?
I'm very happy because they are, in my opinion, very good players. That's why Manchester United has bought them. And I'm very happy that they are already before the tour. Because we can prepare now in the tour already all the team elements what I have to implement with new players. So also Memphis Depay is here, and now the 3 new signings. So it's much better as last year.
Bastian, Simon Stone from the BBC. You've won every honour in the game. You come here to Manchester United. What have you to prove?
First of all, I'm very happy to be here and to play for Manchester United. It's a big honor. Of course, it's a new step in my life, but I want to win titles. It's easy. Manchester United is used to it, and I'm used to it too. So that's the goal for the next years here in Manchester.
Jamie Jackson from the Guardian newspaper. Louis, how difficult a decision was it to allow Robin van Persie to leave Manchester United?
How difficult?
A decision was it to allow Robin van Persie to leave the club?
Every decision is difficult, also to catch players, but also to let them go. But I have already had the conversation at the end of the season. So he knew already what was coming, and I think he did a very good choice. When I was national coach, I go also watch Fenerbahce because of Dirk Kuyt, and I am always received in a very warm way, and I think he shall like it to be in that warm companionship of the club, and I wish him all the best, and that I have also text to him.
Guys, can we keep the questions? The manager will do a pre-match press conference after this, so can we just keep the questions to the signings for now, please?
Can we just ask, Louis, why Victor Valdez is not on the tour? Just clear up the confusion.
You're going to do we're going to do a pre-match with the manager afterwards. No, after this one, the players will leave. So can we just keep it to the players for now?
Okay. Louis, could we ask you then about Morgan's qualities? We're all very familiar with Bastian's, but can we ask you what qualities you saw in Morgan that persuaded you to buy him?
No. I think that I have said already in all my press conferences that our selection was not in balance, and I have already mentioned in that period last year that I want to make the balance with midfielders. So you could expect that I shall buy 2 holding midfielders. And now Morgan Schneiderlin is the type that I think he can play in our system and in our philosophy. And I only buy, or Manchester United only buy players who can make a contribution to that. And we are not buying for buying. So every player who is sitting here can have that contribution. But if you know, they know already, because that is always what I say to the players, you have to fight for your position. Never is secure. In top sport, no position is secure. Even my position is not secure, as you know. Huh? Top? Okay. So, but also the players. So the players has to fight. So Morgan Schneiderlin has to fight with Schweinsteiger, Michael Carrick, Daley Blind. These are the players who can play in the center of midfield. And Matteo Darmian has to fight with Valencia. And he knows that, but Valencia knows that also. And Michael Carrick knows that also. He knows that already also at the end of the season, I've told that. But the difficulty is to get these players. It's not so easy. And I'm very proud that especially at Woodward have done that, because it's not so easy when Manchester United is coming. They're always asking the more money than you think you have to spend. But still they are here at the right time. I'm very happy.
Richard Tanner, Daily Express. Morgan, can I just ask you that I think you joined Southampton when they were in League One and in a pretty low position as well. Could you ever have dreamed back then 8 years ago that you'd be here now?
Well, the only thing I can say is that it's the best thing that happened to me. When I came in England, I was a young guy. Every manager told me that technically I was good, but I had to toughen my play to play harder and everything. So it's no best way to learn that than in second division in England, because as you know, it's fighting all the time. So I could improve my game in that way, and like I said, the manager I had made me improve on everything, and now I'm very, very grateful for what I had. But today I know that it's a next step in my career. It's a new environment, a new demanding thing. But I'm ready for that step, and I can't wait to learn even more and to play.
Louis, can I ask you about Matteo? What qualities did you see in him that you felt that United needed, say, as opposed to Raphael?
Yeah. I want always a player who can defend on the first place. Because when you are right full back, you have to defend. And you have to cooperate with your fellow defenders. And what I've seen in him is that he has a very good orientation. And with that orientation, he can cooperate with our central defenders. Because he has to close the space when the ball is at the other side, and then he has always he needs always to have a very good orientation. So that's one. He's fast. He is also a reasonable header, so that's also a plus. And he can build up. He can see the free man, and he is also in an attacking way a good player. So Manchester United wants to attack with the fullback. So that's why I think, because it is always in theory, because Morgan is a player from the Premier League. So he can cope with the Premier League. The question mark is with Bastian Schweinsteiger and Matteo Darmian, because they have to prove it. And that's the difference. It's a big difference between all the leagues. And I have trained them all, so I can judge that. But I am fully confident that Bastian and Matteo can cope with the rhythm of the Premier League.
Bastian, Diego Rioja for ESPN. For you, what's the biggest challenge to play at the Premier? You've been playing for a club and the Bundesliga for so many years. What's the biggest challenge for you as a player?
Yeah, absolutely. To play in the best league of the world, it's a great challenge for me, and I want to give my impact here on a positive one, and I can. It's like the supporters from Manchester United. They are huge. I remember once when we played there, we won. We lost 3-2. I think you were our coach in Manchester. but we move on to the next round. So.
Of course.
But these supporters, they were very respectful after the match. They give us applause, and I remember that. And I'm looking forward to play in front of these supporters. I mean, I cannot guarantee titles. I cannot, but I can guarantee that we will give our best and to be successful at the end of the day.
Morgan, there's been lots of talk about moves to other clubs this summer. Did you turn down other offers to come here?
The only thing I have to say is that when I spoke to the manager and that I knew that Manchester United went interesting, it was no hard choice for me. I just was very happy, and I was looking forward to play in this league and to play in this club, and it was not really a matter for me. So every speculation that he has been, for me, is just paper talks.
Bastian, what's it like to be working with the manager again?
Yes, of course. No, I mean, we know each other from Bayern Munich, and we had a great time there. So it was very good for my development. I played in the middle field the first season, and we won titles. And I remember we were like this, almost we won the triple. So that was in that time for Bayern was. Years ago, it was not like that. We lost in 80 finals or quarterfinals. We never came to a final, and so we had a good time. And I'm happy to be here. And of course, we know each other and the stuff. But I'm here for Manchester United because Manchester United is a big club, and I'm looking forward to play in that great stadium.
Matteo, what can you bring to Manchester United right back? A lot of fans think they haven't had a proper right back since Gary Neville retired maybe 5 years ago. Can you help fill that gap?
Can you help fill the gap at the right back position? Not had a great right back since Gary Neville was here, so do you feel that you can fill in that right back position?
I don't know. I will do my best, and I'm here to work hard and do my best. I don't know if.
Sorry,
he should translate. No, he don't speak
very good English.
Very good English, so it's difficult for him. It was also difficult for me to talk. With him, because he doesn't understand everything, so I go over to Spanish. That's not Italian. So it's difficult. It's also difficult for him. But he says the right words. He does his best, and he is here because we have selected him. So he only have to prove it.
Louis,
Okay, last question.
Louis, you had great success working with Bastian before at Bayern. Was there any doubt in your mind that because you've had all that success once, maybe you can't replicate that at another club?
I don't have any doubts because maybe you remember that I'm not only looking to the qualities of a player, but also how he is as a human being. And I think that is also important, and that is the total human being principle, what I have talked about in a lot of press conferences. And I do believe that he shall do his utmost best to perform in the same way he has done it in Bayern München. And so why I have doubts? No, I have a lot of confidence, and because of that we have signed him.
Okay, the players will now leave and